Hi, this is Martin. I'm going to give you a quick demonstration on how you can use the Remove Background tool in PowerPoint to create a cutout picture. First of all, let's insert a picture. So if you go to Insert and then Pictures, and then you can choose a picture from a file. So I'm just going to choose this one here. Now what we're going to do is try and cut this lady out from the background. It's not a particularly easy one because there's not a high contrast between her shirt and the grey here, but let's have a go and see how we get on. Just close design ideas down. So the first thing you need to do is select the picture once you have inserted it and then click the Remove Background tool. You'll see it will all go pink. Or bits of it go pink. The bits in pink are the bits that PowerPoint's going to remove. So it hasn't done a particularly good job to begin with, but we've got tools here, mark areas to keep and mark areas to remove, which would then allow us to choose the areas we want to keep and choose the areas we do want PowerPoint not to include in the photo. So let's start with mark areas to keep. Obviously we'd like to keep her teeth, and you can sometimes just click on them. Click on these areas once I put in those, but generally what I tend to do is draw lines and draw quite big lines to give an idea. Yeah, I want all this area to be included. Don't have to go too close to the edges. In fact, it's usually best to try and avoid the edges. So if you fill in these details, let's see how we're getting on. You can see sometimes areas come in and disappear again, so you just have to keep on going. Generally I tend to stick with just getting rid of all the areas first and not worrying about other areas I might want to remove later. So I just stick with what areas do I want to keep. So if I want the end of the telescope in there, and that looks like I've pretty much covered the areas I do want to keep. But you will see here there's some areas which are in colour, not pink, which is going to keep, which I don't really want. So I'm now going to click Mark Areas to Remove, and then I'm going to highlight these areas. And you'll see it doesn't always work perfectly. You can do a mixture of just simply putting in lines, or doing, if it's a small area, it's quite a good idea just do a little click. For some reason it doesn't want to get rid of the yellow, but yeah, we'll keep on going till we get rid of the bits we want. But you can see it's actually not taking very long. Now when you think you're pretty much finished, alright, I'll need to put some more areas back. It's got rid of a bit of a hand there. Let's have a quick check. Yeah, probably want that bit of the telescope in there. And then a bit more to remove just here. Okay, now that to me looks a reasonably good job. It's not perfect, but if I click Keep Changes, I can see how well it's done it. I could spend a bit more time trying to get rid of these areas if I wanted, but if I was reasonably happy, then my job would be done. Then I can carry on with my PowerPoint. Generally what I tend to do is work with a photo large and then make it smaller, because you will see the edges do look a bit ropey when I make it large. But you know, if I'm using a small photo, putting it down here, you know, the edges aren't perfect. If you want to make the edges a little less ropey, you can use a tool called the Picture Effects tool. Picture Effects and soften the edges a bit. So none of these defaults will be too extreme, but if you go soft edge options, you'll be able to use the soft edges here and move this slider along slightly to just soften the edges slightly, and just see how that looks. Yep, so that's looking a bit better. Okay, and now I have a cutout photo. I'll just show you that it is cut out. If I lift it up here, you can see the writing underneath, and also if I was then to put in a background, you would actually see that she stands out quite well against the background. I'll just put in a solid fill colour here, and you'll see that she's cut out. Okay, thank you. Bye.